It is time for your Sunday Money. I love that intro music too, by the way. Tax season is here and taxpayers are immersed in organizing their records and filing their returns. But what forms do you need to have on hand to file an accurate tax return? We're going to find out here. Our Money Man certified financial planner Paul Fain joins us now with a guide to commonly used IRS tax forms. Paul, thank you for being here.
Good morning, Sean.
So let's talk about this. Tax forms, honestly, I'm intimidated by it.
Yeah.
I'm 28. My mom kind of helps me out with it, but
Great.
I imagine people of all ages are kind of intimidated.
Well, I think you mentioned something about which ones do you need to file an accurate tax return. So this is a lot about organization, knowing what forms you're supposed to be looking for,
Right.
keeping them organized so that your tax return can be accurately filed. You know, the first form that comes to mind is simply the W-2. That is the record of all the wages that you earned and all the taxes that you paid. And sometimes folks get confused with the W-4, which is a form that you should update annually that makes sure you're withholding enough to pay your income taxes.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So those are kind of the two, and those are the ones I've actually heard of. So that's a good start. But what are some of the other ones that you're going to need?
Yeah. If you're, well, for example, the 1099 series, if you've got a bank or brokerage account, you'll have a 1099 for interest, you'll have a 1099 for dividends. Now, the miscellaneous or other income form is very important if you do contract work, like a carpenter, a brick mason, or, you know, I've worked sometimes with retirees that go back and consult the firms they left. That would be a 1099 miscellaneous. Okay. But you would get a 1099 if you took money out of your IRA. There's one for Social Security income. So these are important documents that go into other forms.
Yeah, well, definitely, it's good that you're talking through this because I'm learning myself.
Yeah,
really
great.
good stuff. So what about like schedules like A, B, and C? That sounds also intimidating to me.
Sounds simple, but it's not at all.
Right.
So Schedule A is where you would list your itemized deductions. The standard deduction is increased this year, so a lot of folks aren't going to be itemizing anymore. Schedule B, that's where those 1099s for interest and dividends come into play, where you report that investment income. And Schedule C is where that 1099 miscellaneous would come in if you had other income or you're self-employed, run your own business, have a side hustle. You'd probably want to fill out Schedule C. Okay,
well, cool. Well, good information there, Paul. What about our market fast fact today? Really good stuff, I think, when you're looking at the market today.
Yeah, it's fascinating. We're going to look at some tax data. There's over 240 million tax returns that are filed, Sean.
Wow.
Only about 0.5% or 1 million will actually be audited, so most people can have a sigh of relief.
I know, right?
There's over an estimated $300 million anticipated in tax refunds. The average refund will be about $3,000. And you know, stocks are defying gravity this year, so maybe that's what we should do with our tax refund, right?
Honestly, I'd be down to do some investing because you're right. The stock market's done really well.
After tax time is filed April 15th, let's do a segment on how to invest $3,000.
Yes, that's a good, we're going to do that.
Good deal.
Do that. We'll talk to Leslie too. Have a question for our money man? Email him. It's paul@assetplanningcorporation.com. And Paul, you always say you're getting a lot of questions and a lot of folks wanting to know some things.
Yeah, great questions. We'll do them about every other Sunday, so keep them coming.
Absolutely.